the talk break leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Bol. And it's done in at the small forward. Now following Durant's three-point attempt. Now here's Edwards. Going inside. And Edwards slams it in.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. His team's focus is trying to slow down Devin Booker. He said the thing with Devin is that he's not just an ISO scorer. They run a lot of actions for him, so we have to do our best to chase him around, and the rotations have to be on point. It's going to take all 5 guys to try and stop him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
And here is done after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Booker the pass to KD. Shot clock at 5. Dunn, wide open, he fires, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now, here's Bol. Three-pointer. They get it back. Durant kicks to Booker. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Booker against Edwards. Shoots the 3. And Booker is good for 3. Booker's got 6.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
It just looks too easy. Durant with the skill and height to get anything he wants from the mid-range.
Outside Edwards to stop the run. Randall passes to Edwards. Randall a screen on Dunn. For 3, Edwards. Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Hits the three-point bomb.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns court group had some growing pains in that first season. But look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
Here's KD following the 3 by Minnesota. Dunn outside. Pass to Booker. From deep. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. That puts them in the lead. He's got 8.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Durant kicks the ball. That's in, coming off the assist from KD.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. Suns have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Dunn passes to Bol. Bol setting the pick for Booker, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second team foul.
And Phoenix has possession. And the layup falls.
Devin Booker.
Booker's got 8 points.
Ooh, Booker showing some power.
The Timberwolves trail. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Edwards finds McDaniel. Reed with a screen on Beal. Puts up a 3. Reed misses. Reed against Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Here's Edwards. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the court for the Suns, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Bull in at the 5, roaming the paint. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different.
Oh, my!
Nice finish. You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Bull finds Booker. 6 to shoot. Baseline J on the way. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Make no mistake, Devin Booker is a shooter. If he sees a chance, he is going to take it.
Pass to McDaniels. DiVincenzo with the screen for McDaniel. Hands it from downtown. McDaniels got 6.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Outside for Beal. KD on the wing. Three-pointer. What a shot by Durant!
What a ruthless move by Durant, dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that three-point answer.
McDaniels against Beal. Over in the corner, Edwards. There's Anthony Edwards, and Edwards slams it in.
Aggressive drive by Edwards, going into attack mode on that one.
Durant down low, working on McDaniels, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniels.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
No good. That would have tied it. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. 3-point lead. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
They grab their own miss. And kicks to McDaniels. Good on the baseline, Jay. McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Booker finds Durant. Durant, money from deep.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. Suns leading by 4. Out to the wing. Now Bol. On the wing, Booker. It's tipped. DiVincenzo with it. Now Bol defending. DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Randall, a screen on done. And here's Edwards from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Edwards got 13.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Bol kicks to KD. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
43 seconds left to play here in the half. Booker's shot is good.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
To the middle. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
That those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Randall passes to Reed. And here's Randall. Here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And a deep 3 for Beal. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Clark is out there with Miller. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Please check in for the Suns. Suns trail by 5. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win. Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Pass to Plumlee. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Suns trail by 5. Poked loose and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Finally, the pass to Alexander Walker. They get it back. Second chance shot. And Miller with the lay-in. Miller's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Gobert the pass to Alexander Walker. Miller with a screen on Allen. Back to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
Lee kicks to O'Neal. O'Neal sets the screen for Allen. And the Suns miss again. Timberwolves leading by 9. Clark right side. Miller with a screen on Allen. Clark with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Gobert with it. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. Stolen by Allen. O'Neal against Miller. Pass to Lee. A minute 50 left to play here in the third. O'Neal kicks to Lee. 5 to shoot. Over Clark. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Alexander Walker on the wing. Back to Clark. For the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
Jones, no one around him. Buries the long-range jumper.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Here's Lee. Nothing on the board. Launches a 3. Gobert pulls it in. To the paint. Here's Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole. These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Gobert with a screen on Allen. Here's Alexander Walker. Allen defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gobert with a screen on Allen. Alexander Walker. And he's good on the 3-ball. Alexander Walker's got 8 here in the quarter. Here's Lee. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
The fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He told them you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus.
Okay, David, much appreciated. On the court for the Suns, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Bull out there with Durant, and it's done in at the 3.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are up.
Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right there.
Bull, a screen on Edwards. Booker the pass to Beal. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here is Durant. Going up high, Kevin Durant.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Here's Edwards. Out left to the wing. Reed finds Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Reed. Now here's McDaniels. Reed with a screen on Beal. A nice shot by McDaniels.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Durant, that's good.
Making that tricky shot from the corner looks so simple. That's just a bucket for Durant.
And Edwards slams it in.
Ooh. Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Reed. Pass to Randall. Now, Alexander Walker takes a three. It's rebounded by Durant. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the dunk by Booker.
Boy, Booker has so many ways to beat you on that offensive end.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Here's Alexander Walker. Sinks the three-pointer.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Outside Edwards. McDaniels sets a screen for Edwards. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Puts the move on. Durant going to work inside.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
Handle a screen on Booker. Here's Alexander Walker. The offensive rebound. Down low. Outside Edwards. Edwards on target. Drills it from way out there.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
Edwards against Booker. Pass to Dunn. Stolen away.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys.
Oh, wow! Oh, that was unbelievable!
Now that is a finish for the ages.
Oh, man! Dunn dishes to KD. Dunn with a screen on McDaniels. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Takes it inside. And Edwards with the stop.
And it's just competing. And, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. Cans the shot with nobody near him. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
Timberwolves foul. Anthony Edwards. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Suns, Devin Booker.
And he makes both free throws. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Edwards fires from way outside. It's off. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of this. Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So
bruising battle between these two, Graham.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
And the Cleveland starting five. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Okoro, and it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. Now here's Randall. Fires in the triple.
Taking it himself, Randall changes who he is when the jumper goes in.
The ball's knocked loose. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. From deep. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And here are the Cavaliers now. 6-point game. Allen a screen. Hey, from beyond the arc. Rebound Minnesota. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's DiVincenzo, and here's Edwards outside, drills it from deep.
And you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. I discussed with Coach the difficulties of guarding Donovan Mitchell. He jokingly responded, "You mean the guy who scored 71 points? It should be pretty easy." And he went on to say, "Donovan is one of the best scorers in the game. We have to be disciplined and guard him closely. This will be a big test for their defense." Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
And so Randall will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Leading by 5. McDaniels got room. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. McDaniels got 5 now.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Here's Allen. Reed defending. Down low. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Outside Hunter. Back to Allen. Clock at 6. Not really his range, and it's off target. The Timberwolves lead by 7. It's Edwards on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. Edwards, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Hunter, good.
And that's easy pickings right there. Leave someone that wide open, and Mitchell's not going to miss them.
Pass to Reed. Randall deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Here's DiVincenzo, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Well, I like to see when guards come inside. DiVincenzo trying to send a message with that hoop.
Mitchell finds Allen. Back to Mitchell. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
DiVincenzo with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Mitchell against Edwards. Randall, a screen on Mitchell. Back to DiVincenzo. To the inside. And Randall the bucket on the assist by DiVincenzo. Randall's got 5.
Boy, down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
Oh, and Mitchell powers it home. Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't go far. We'll be right back. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Nas Reed out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. McDaniels can't hit, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen. Here's Edwards. Give him 8. McDaniels inside, working on Hunter. Randall, the pass to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Book it, and it's Randall with the assist.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
Back to Daniels. Outside for Randall. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Mobley with it. Randall's in his pocket. And Mobley throws it down.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Rocketing right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniels. When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Outside for Randall. Let's go with a 3. Drains the triple. And now an 8-point Timberwolf lead.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Okoro passes to Mobley. Mitchell against McDaniels. Back to Mobley. Hunter, a screen on Randall. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Pass to Edwards. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for. Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Down low. Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Pass to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Six to shoot. Fires from deep. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Okoro passes to Mitchell. Back to Okoro. Now Mitchell. Mitchell gets a step. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Pass to Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Okoro. Outside Reed. Here's the three. Buries it from three. Reed's got 6.
Unselfish, good vision. Nice dime by Julius.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Outside Mitchell. Mobley on a screen. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Okoro on the wing. DiVincenzo covering. Out to Mobley. Takes a 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 5th rebound in this one. Randall, the pass to Edwards. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court right now for Cleveland. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Okoro is out there with Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the 3, small forward. Back to Thompson. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Grant, there's such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
And it's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Down by 12. Thompson with a screen. And it's Garland on the drive. Minnesota with a rebound.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Clark, the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Gobert. Clark outside. Out to the wing. Inside. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 14. Now here's Garland. Covered by Alexander Walker. Now Garland. Still without a bucket. To the inside. Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That's where Tristan Thompson is most comfortable, right around the rim, throwing it down.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. And a deep 3 from Garland. The long distance 3 is buried.
Anyone who questions Garland's deep range, run that film right back.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Offensive rebound. Gobert with a screen on Thompson. Here's Alexander Walker. The three-pointer off the mark. Cavaliers trail by 11. This one for three. Jerome, no good. Minnesota has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Conley looking for an opening to the middle. And he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
Sharp recognition that time by Conley. Tell you what, he always makes the right play.
Ooh, it's stolen away. And here they go on a free run to the bucket.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Now here's Garland, tightly guarded. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Minnesota leading by 15. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Connects from downtown. Alexander Walker's got 8.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
1:20 left in the third. Now here's Garland, covered by Alexander Walker. Puts up a deep three. Garland, no good. Minnesota's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Thompson with a screen. Garland, the pass to Wade. To win the run. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, great vision. I mean, this is where Garland takes it to another level offensively.
For 3, Conley drops in the 3. Conley's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Garland for 3, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target from outside. Here's Wade. Garland up top. Over Miller. No good on the buzzer beater. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Rudy Gobert is out there with Miller. Then there's Mike Conley. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Clark in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Here's DiVincenzo. It's Edwards on the wing. Gets the 3 to fall.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. Back to Mitchell. Outside Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Back to Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
DiVincenzo can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
The 3 from Okoro. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Edwards for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Fourth quarter now. We're about 1.5 minutes in. And Mitchell launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Mitchell's got 19 points.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Randall. Now Edwards. Guarded by Okoro. Down low. And Mobley throws it down.
This is something Mitchell is only getting better at, finding ways to get his guys good shots.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Randall, a screen on Mitchell. DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. 4-3, and DiVincenzo hits from deep. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
The three from Okoro. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 7 rebounds in the game. Randall outside. And Reed with a basket on the assist from Randall.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Mobley, a screen on McDaniels. Mitchell into the lane, and Mitchell with the slam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got his 8th rebound here tonight. McDaniels from long range. Pure from three-point range.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Julius Randle.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
The kick out to Edwards. Three-pointer. Hits a three-pointer.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Allen with a screen on McDaniels. The three from Mitchell. Reed with the rebound.
Tried to come right back at him with the three. Not that time.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. And it's Randall with the jam.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
They grab their own miss. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. From deep, Mitchell. They get it back. Okoro outside. Will it go? That shot off. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Thanks, Alec. Great interview.
the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Donovan Mitchell is out there with the Okoro. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. Now, here's Mitchell. Mobley right side. Mobley a screen on done. And it's Mitchell missing. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. It's a three-point game. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Okoro. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Bol finds Durant. Bol setting the pick for Durant. Lets it go. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here's Mitchell. Back to Allen. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Phoenix ball.
Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Booker. In the corner, Bol with it. Here's Beal. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, that is just tremendous concentration from Bradley Beal. Defense all over him, no problem.
The deep three from Mitchell. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. With 3, Booker, Evan Mobley with the rebound. Cavaliers trailing. Mitchell outside. Allen for 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Okay, Mr. Allen, I did not know the three-point shot was in your bag. Nicely done.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit, and his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite 3-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all 5 guys communicating and working together defensively.
Donovan Mitchell.
Big challenge. Guys,
Thanks so much, David.
He will be unguardable if he starts making shots consistently from this distance. Turn the lights out.
The Suns have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Bol. From past the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bol's understanding of when to look for his next level.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Now Booker following the 3-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Booker the pass to Bol. Outside for Durant. 4 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Cavaliers ball.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound by the Suns.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Bull, that's good.
Terrific handle right there by Beal. Comes off the pick with his head up, looking for his teammates.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Mitchell with it, guarded now by Durant. Mobley misses. Suns leading by 3. Bull, a screen on Hunter. Outside Durant. Lets it go from the wing. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Suns on top. They lead by... And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Isaac Okoro out there with Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. To the paint, here's Allen. Rebound by the Suns. Bull's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Left side, KD. Pass to Bull. Beal against Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Beal, the pass to Bull. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Bulls got the lead up to 8 now for Phoenix. The big challenge in Beal's career, Doris, has been staying consistently healthy, right?
There's no question about it, Kevin, because you never have doubted the talent. I mean, Bradley Beal is a 3-tool player. He came into the league as an elite shooter, but now has become incredibly good with the basketball in his hand. The good news, he's always been resilient and fought hard to come back as quickly as possible. Well, Okoro is a team-first guy that wants to involve his teammates. Pretty pass there.
Pass to Dunn. Now, here's Bull. And here's Booker from the arc. Jared Allen grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 5. It's deflected and stolen by Booker. Beal finds KD. Fades. Evan Mobley with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Dunn with a screen on Mitchell. Oh, the Suki smooth 3 from KD.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
Mobley dishes to Allen. Hits it from 3-point range. Allen's got 6 here in this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Don't underestimate Booker's passing ability. He's getting better and better at making plays for others.
Mitchell way outside. And another 3 for Cleveland.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Pass to Hunter. Let's go. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. It can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. 1:33 left in the first half. Fires from the corner, and Okoro with the basket on the assist by Mitchell.
There's a reason teams put the ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands. This guy, you trust him to make the right play.
Booker the pass to Bull. Fade away. No good from Booker.
and close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Done with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Pass to Dunn. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. Booker with no one around. No good on the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Strus finds Wade. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone. Good. KD's got 15 points.
Well, that's one way to go from defense to offense. KD capable of doing it all by himself.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Wade passes to Garland. Thompson outside. Kicks it out to Garland. A floater. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Substitution on the court.
Jones with it. O'Neal at the elbow. Over Wade. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Son, thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
O'Neal is out there with Lee. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Jones in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Lee. Nice form on the 20-footer. Lee's got the first basket of the third quarter for Phoenix. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Well, this is a combination of speed and quickness. Darius Garland knows how to drive the basketball.
O'Neal sets the screen for Lee. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And Strus launches it from deep. It's rebounded by O'Neal. Suns leading by 5. Screen by O'Neal. Allen for 3. Connects from three-point range.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Garland, the pass to Jerome. Puts up a deep 3. That shot off the mark. Phoenix has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Jones, no luck. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Out to Wade for 3. They get the rebound. Thompson dishes to Garland. Pass to Jerome. 5 on the clock. Outside Garland. Here's Jerome. And finally they hit one.
Assisted.
Jerome's got his first 2 points.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Lee outside. Nailed from three-point land. Lee's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Garland against Jones. Garland kicks to Strus. Strus setting the screen for Thompson. There's the three. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Cavaliers ball.
Jones against Garland. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
3-point field goal.
Garland's got 5 now.
No shot is outside my range, or so Darius Garland believes.
O'Neal finds Plumlee. Jones with it. 1:35 left here in the third quarter. Here's Lee outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lee's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Suns. Jerome passes to Garland. Takes the three. Another three for Cleveland.
Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself, the answer back from distance.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Nobody near Allen. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Allen's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Suns. Garland from deep three-point land. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Jones looking for an opening. Here's O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That's his first foul. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. The wide open look for Durant. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Beal finds Durant. Back to Beal. 6 to shoot. KD's shot is off. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell is out there with the quarrel. And it's Hunter in at the 3-slot. The kick out to Mobley. Offline with his 3. Phoenix leading by 8. Here's Bol. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And you can't forget about Bol's range. After all, big men like him are expected to take the 3 in today's game.
Durant for 3. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 out of 12 now. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Phoenix?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Looking to end the run, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
My goodness, how do you guard against that? Mitchell tremendous at just getting through the contact.
Done outside. Stolen by Mitchell. Now Cleveland moving it up. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Here's a Kuro. His three-pointers off the mark. Suns leading by 15. Booker fires from way outside. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here we go. Fast break. Mobley's got it.
Boy, no question, Evan Mobley is brimming with potential. And you love his attitude, his work ethic. This guy, the sky's the limit.
At the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. Here's Booker. Beyond the arc. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got 3 assists in the game. Mitchell against Dunn. Now, here's Mitchell. He's guarded closely. And Beal kicks to Durant. Pass to Dunn. Booker, right side. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection. Swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
The shot by Beal, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Hunter, no one around him, makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Booker the pass to Durant. And then jammed down as it goes right over Evan Mobley.
Well, Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity, KD at the rim.
On its way from Hunter for 2. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Suns.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for KD.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
3-point field goal.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Durant. Back to Booker. Durant sets a screen for Booker. This one for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Suns lead by 19.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And it's Mitchell missing. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing.
Good chance here for Booker. Again, Phoenix.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And it's Mitchell missing. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to come.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg. Phoenix, Arizona, the destination. And thanks for tuning in to the end. So the Timberwolves win the tip. DiVincenzo with it, and checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. Good on the triple.
Yeah, an underrated ball handler. Randle can beat you off the dribble. He keeps pressure on the defense.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Now Edwards, after the missed three from KD. Edwards passes to Randle. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randle got a lot of both. There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Well, just look at that power. Edwards is unbelievable.
Knocked loose, and Edwards with a clear path to the basket. Here's DiVincenzo, and it's good, 2 points.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Now, here's Dunn. Bol dishes to Dunn. Bol a screen on Randle. Just 5 on the clock. No good from Booker.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Plays it up off the glass. Randle's got 7 points.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Reed with a screen for McDaniel. Misses the three. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
KD could sit out there all day and nail threes if the defense lets him.
Here's Edwards. It's deflected. And now the Suns at fast break. And the dunk by Bol.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Nifty move. Randall kicks to Reed. Here's McDaniels. On the wing, DiVincenzo. For three, Edwards. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Bull finds Durant. 1:09 left in the first quarter. KD a screen on DiVincenzo. Beal gets a wide open look. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Booker. Back to Durant. Bull setting the pick for KD. Shoots over McDaniel. The shot by KD. No good. Timberwolves leading by 3. Shot and game clock separated by 5. DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
DiVincenzo against Beal. Outside Durant. Launches it. For 3. Booker. No good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes...
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Bull in at the 5 down low. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Randall kicks to McDaniels. Randall a screen on Beal. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Off target from 3-point range.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's DiVincenzo. No one near Randall as he lets it go. No good from outside. Durant against McDaniel. Bull the pass to KD. Bull setting the pick for Durant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Durant the pass to Beal. And Booker kicks to Durant. The 3. Oh, the silky smooth 3 from KD.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Bull a screen on Randall. Shoots. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And with the right partner, Durant is an unstoppable force in that pick and roll. It's a very high percentage play when he's running.
DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. To the inside. And stolen by Dunn. Here he goes. Outside for Durant. Stolen by McDaniels. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And finished off by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 17 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Here's Dunn. He drives in, and Dunn with the slam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. A three-pointer off the mark. Outside Durant. For 3, Booker. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Booker's got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Here's the screen. Here's Alexander Walker. A three-pointer is right on target. Alexander Walker's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. And it's Jones with the ball for Phoenix. Outside, O'Neal. To the wing right side. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. And finished off by O'Neal.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Pass to Jones. From downtown. No good there. It could go. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns lead by 2. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by court. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
On the court for Minnesota, Miller is out there with Clark. Then it's Conley. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Gobert in at the center position.
Off the bounce, Conley will typically pull up for a shot rather than trying to take it all the way to the hole.
Inside. Plumlee finds O'Neal. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Timberwolves trail.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Allen's shot is off.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Alexander Walker, and another three for Minnesota.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Allen outside. In the corner, it's Plumlee. O'Neal sets the screen for Jones. Will it go? It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Minnesota leading by 4. Outside Conley to the middle. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Allen. And another three for Minnesota.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
No good from Lee.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it work.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop these runs.
There's Miller with the three. Plumlee with the rebound. Suns trail by 7. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist from Plumlee. O'Neal's got his second basket of the night. So Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different and in so many ways. The players have gotten better, bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
Miller gets to Conley. Shakes him. And the layup is good. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about that move by Conley, adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Allen. Clark, a screen on Allen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And so Clark nails both of them. And it's Jones with the ball for the Suns. 6-point game. O'Neal passes to Plumlee. Back to O'Neal. Plumlee sets the pick for O'Neal. To the paint. Out to Lee. Just 5 to shoot. Plumlee with a screen on Clark. Lee outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
It's his first trip to the line.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
That free throw, no good. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Randall comes in for Miller. McDaniels, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. Picked by Reid. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 10 points here in the second half. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Bradley Beal.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Down low to the wing on the left. And the wide open shot from Reed. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
That's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's Alexander Walker. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Timberwolves ahead, leading by... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Bol in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Back to Booker. Pass to Dunn, inside. Takes it out to Booker. Shot clock at 6. With the fadeaway. Rebound, Minnesota. Reed's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. To the left wing, and stolen by Dunn. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Pass to KD. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Really like how Durant is playing tonight. Going for this guy is just so unreal.
Reed with a screen on Booker. Alexander Walker. And the 3 off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Bol setting the pick for KD. From outside, off the mark.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Back to McDaniel. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, you can see that Edwards isn't trying to do it all on his own. He's also looking for shots for others out there.
For 3, Durant, and a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got his 3rd assist on the night. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. Suns have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Booker looking around. Pass to Bol. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bol, a screen on Edwards. Back to Bol. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Stolen by McDaniels. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And Edwards with the stop.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
To the inside. And done with the slam.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead it to the score.
Reed with a screen on Booker. To the left side wing. And stolen by Booker. And here comes the break to tie it up. Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
not shying away from the spotlight. Beal wanting to be the guy to come up big for his team.
McDaniels finds Alexander Walker. Outside for Randall. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
There's a good screen. Knocks it out to Booker. 1:15 left to play here in the fourth. Booker hammers it down.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
Reed with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Reed. A three ball. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Booker the pass to KD.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Over to the left wing. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Handle a screen on done. Now Durant. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move. And we know Beal is more than comfortable taking over in these situations.
Randall with a screen for McDaniel. Good! A tremendous three to tie it up.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Jaden McDaniels. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Bowl a screen on Edwards. Here's Booker. It's off. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared.
Into the lineup for the Timberwolves, number 0, Dante DiVincenzo.
We've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you.
Durant pulling down his sledgehammer.
Oh, Kevin Durant, unreal.
Timberwolves trail. McDaniels, a screen on Booker. Pass to McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. Driving to the basket.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
You know, I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. KD, a screen on Edwards. Booker the pass to Durant. Six on the shot clock. Done outside. Oh, good on the three. Great action here if you're just joining us about 1 minute into OT. Alexander Walker passes to Randall. Reed with a screen for Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Ball kicks to KD. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Alexander Walker passes to Randall. Back to Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. It's Edwards on the wing. Edwards switching in. Outside for Randall. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
In the corner, Bull with it. Pass to Booker. The three. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
Here's Bull. KD, that's for two. It falls. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
But when you need a bucket, he's your guy.
Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Booker. There's McDaniels. Can't get the three to fall. Pass to KD. In comes Durant. Missed. And that's an intentional foul.
Julius Randle. First personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a two-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Here's Alexander Walker. Count it! And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip-in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this game.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll...
with these two. Teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ebb is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Randle, good.
Yeah, a shot that Randle has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Mitchell against McDaniels. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. DiVincenzo, pass to Randle. Mitchell against Edwards. DiVincenzo with a screen on Mitchell. And here's Edwards outside. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Mitchell. The 3 from Okoro. Reid with the rebound. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The creative finishing ability of Randle draws a lot of fouls.
These are his first free throws of the game.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Now here's Mitchell. Allen outside. Pass to Okoro. Allen with a screen on DiVincenzo. The 3 from Okoro. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Here's Minnesota. Edwards finds DiVincenzo. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. And that's a foul called on Isaac Okoro. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Allen.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And Mobley throws it down.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Randle a screen on Hunter. McDaniels with it. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Daniels. From outside the arc. No luck on that one. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. From deep, Mitchell gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, Allen is usually the last stop the ball makes, but he selflessly gives it up to a wide-open guy.
Outside Edwards. The 3. Outside McDaniels. Reid sets a screen. There's the triple. McDaniels, that's good.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Mobley outside. Launches it. And Cleveland another 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
McDaniels, that's good.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Okoro outside. Mobley, a screen on DiVincenzo. The 3 from Okoro. Misses again, now 0 for 3. Minnesota in the lead. McDaniels passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. And there's the drive. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Randall, a screen on Hunter. Randall finds DiVincenzo. From the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Mobley against Randall. Mobley passes to Allen. Out to Mobley. Outside Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Driving to the basket. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Mitchell's got 7 points.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
Outside McDaniels. Randall, a screen on Hunter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Gets it off. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell out there with Isaac Okoro, and it's Hunter in at small forward. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second.
Yeah, this is why defenses must be right up on Mitchell or he'll burn you off the pass.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, BA, it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
You know, in the pick and roll, you got a lot of options, but sometimes the best option is to do it yourself. DiVincenzo making the right choice there.
Now here's Mitchell. Hot off the drive. Mitchell!
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Count it. Good. He has 7.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Mobley outside. And the layup is good off the glass. Mobley's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Okoro outside. The 3 is up. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Randall. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Plays with nice force. I mean, Randall heading to the line now.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, BA, and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Allen's got some old-school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility. He does a good job finishing above the rim.
Cavaliers trail by 3. Back to Mitchell. Okoro outside. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Allen's got his 2nd basket on the night.
Right there you see Allen going at the defense when he saw the opportunity. Dangerous player because of that.
stolen by Allen. Mitchell with the ball. DiVincenzo picks him up, and there's the lob. Deflects the pass. McDaniels with a steal.
2 minutes.
DiVincenzo against Hunter. The kick out to Edwards. Off target from three-point range. For Cleveland, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And stolen by Edwards. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. 1:44 left in the second quarter. Outside, Alexander Walker. The three. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's Jerome. Out to Thompson. Pass to Strus. Thompson, a screen on Clark. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Strus. Miller pulls it in. For Minnesota, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. For 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game. The Cavs trailing. Here's Garland. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. To get back on track. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Garland scanning the floor. They set the screen. With the floater. Nice D from Alexander Walker. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 4. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Picked by Gobert. Here's Conley. Again, the Timberwolves score.
A versatile shooter like Conley can make the mid-range work for him, even if it's not his best shot.
Outside Garland. Soft touch off the glass. Garland's got his first 2 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Minnesota. They lead by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
For the fan half-court shot, drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So for Minnesota right now, they've got Miller, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Mike Conley. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Clark in at the 3 spot. Here's Garland. Count that bucket. Garland's got 6.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
Here's Alexander Walker. Three-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Garland for 3. Thompson passes to Jerome. Outside Garland. Pass to Wade. Jerome on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. That ties it up.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Thompson passes to Garland. Thompson with a screen from the lead. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
you know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
And stolen by Clark. Conley looking for an opening. Off target with the three. Cavaliers trail by 3. Strus with it. He's picked up by Conley. Back to Strus. Pass to Wade. Outside Garland. Fires for 3. Cleveland again missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Alexander Walker on target from range. Alexander Walker's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Now here's Garland. 6 points for him. Shot from the low post is good. Garland's got 8.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Here's Conley to the left wing. Here's Gobert. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
You got to love the way Conley can run an offense, both in the half court and in transition. He's excellent.
Here's Jerome. With some arc. Not going to go that time. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Jerome on the wing, defended by Gobert. A minute 20 left in the third. Wade misses. The Timberwolves lead by 6. It's tipped. Clark outside. Back to Miller. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go. Miller's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Wade misses.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Got it.
A crafty scorer. Conley makes the most of his opportunities down low.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They trail by 11. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Thompson against Conley. And the shot's good. Conley's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it's Minnesota. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Timberwolves lead by 11. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Okoro, and it's Hunter in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. McDaniels against Mitchell. Outside Hunter. The fader. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Pulls it from the corner. Edwards, no good. Well, the Cavaliers shooting the ball at 48% so far. And it's Okoro penetrating.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Cavaliers trail by 11. From deep, Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance.
Defensively, you know Mitchell wants to get to the rim. You play it that way, and he pulls the string on you.
Here's DiVincenzo. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. Hunter finds Mobley. Back to Hunter. Takes the 3. Offensive board. It's good on the putback.
Well, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Randall. Back to Edwards. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It will be a jump ball.
Reed passes to McDaniels. 3 on the clock. Minnesota again missing. Now the Cavaliers with it. It's been 8 unanswered for them. That's good from Allen on the assist by Okoro. Okoro's got his 3rd assist of the night.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
McDaniels can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. Hits the trifecta. Hunter's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
McDaniels can't hit. And here comes Cleveland. It's been 13 unanswered for him. The slam by Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Randall's got room. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
2 minutes.
Mobley, a screen on McDaniels.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Allen finds Mitchell. Allen with a screen on McDaniels. Mitchell misses. Minnesota's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Here's Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Pass to DiVincenzo. Let's go with a 3. McDaniels can't hit.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Okoro outside. Now here's Hunter. Here's Mobley. Another shot. And he lays it up and in.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Allen a screen. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
It's spider time. Donovan Mitchell, ice in his veins.
Oh, he picked him clean. Fast break, Cleveland. Here's Mobley. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And that's a foul called on Isaac Okoro. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Pass to McDaniels. Count it!
Shaden McDaniels, what a moment. Huge bucket there.
2-second difference between shot and... Look out! Spider Mitchell putting on a show!
And they aren't over the limit yet.
Alexander Walker. Reed, a screen on Mitchell. Can't cash it in.
I don't mind.
And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
Alexander Walker.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
To adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And so the big win by Cleveland in a tight game.
do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Richards in at the center, locking down the middle. In the corner, Okoro with it. Bangs home the trifecta.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, I talked to him about the challenge of trying to stop Kevin Durant. Coach said it's about not letting him get into a rhythm. I told the guys they need to focus on staying in front of him and trying to contest everything. Easier said than done, but we'll see if they can even make things difficult for KD. Guys?
Thanks, David. Now here's Allen, and Allen slams it in.
You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jared Allen.
There's a screen. The three from KD, and the three ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
Here's Booker, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Richards. Fader on the way, and Booker is good for three. Booker's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Suns. Allen with the screen for Mitchell from outside the arc. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own three. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Beal from long range. Another three for Phoenix.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Jacks up a three. Another three for Cleveland.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a three-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
They set the pick. Beal gets a wide-open look, and the Suns tack on 2 more. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 8.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
Left side, Beal. All sorts of time, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Mitchell against Dunn. Pass to Okoro. Over Booker. And stolen by Booker. Outside Durant. Lets the three fly. The Cavaliers pull it in. Hunter on the wing. He's covered by Beal. And the shot is good.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Outside, KD. Inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Bull. He's checked in for Nick Richards.
Bull.
54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Booker the pass to Dunn. From 18 feet away. No good from Booker.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. Durant wide open. He fires. Connects from 3-point range. KD's got 6.
Boy, Kevin Durant, the quick release and from distance.
Mitchell kicks to Hunter. To the middle. Here's Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Suns lead by 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Okoro out there with Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Stolen by Durant. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Dunn finds Bull. Now Booker. Back to Bull. 6 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Isaac Okoro.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Beal. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
There are certain players who you just say they are natural-born scorers. Mr. Bradley Beal, how you feeling?
Mitchell looking it over. Count the basket. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Donovan Mitchell cooking right now. Things look easy on the offensive end.
Durant sets a screen for Booker. And you know who? Devin Booker.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Okoro wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
To the paint. And stolen by Mobley. And here we go. Mobley heading to the hoop. For 3, Hunter. Allen kicks to Okoro. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. For 3, Hunter. No good that time. Done with some nice D. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 4.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Okoro. And Bull pulls it down.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly.
Mobley may be thin of frame, folks, but showing you he's willing and able to absorb the contact and make the play anyway.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Now here's Booker, covered by Okoro. Devin Booker, and that's good. Booker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Durant against Mobley. He lobs it up. Stolen by Okoro. For 3, Mitchell sinks the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 18 points in the game.
Boy, how quick from the touch to the release for Donovan Mitchell. Look out, defense.
Back to Booker. Down low. Here's Durant. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 8 points for him.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Mitchell with it. Now Bol defending. Kicks it out to Allen. In the corner, it's Hunter. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Nobody near Allen. It's good from long range. Now it's a 6-point Suns lead. And here are the Cavaliers. Now Mitchell. 18 points for him. To the inside. Lee with the steal. Plumlee dishes to O'Neal with 4 seconds on the clock. And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by O'Neal. Plumlee's got his first basket of the night.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide-open shooter.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Phoenix ahead, leading by 8. And now all right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
On Phoenix, look at who they've got on the floor. They've got Jones. Lee out there with O'Neal. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Plumlee in its center. Here's Lee outside. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson outside. Wade with no one around. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Jones. Buries it down low. Jones has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Phoenix.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. Lee outside. Fires the three. Fires for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Here's Merrill. Hunter, the pass to Merrill. Hunter with a screen on Allen. Here's Merrill. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul.
DeAndre Hunter.
That is his first foul of the game. Max Strus is checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Sam Merrill. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jones with it. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Plumlee finds O'Neal. Here's the 3. Thompson with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Devin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Plumlee with the steal. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way. The three-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Wade for three. Offensive rebound, Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Thompson, he has such a low, wide base. He is near impossible to fully box out.
Garland against Allen. To the middle.
2 minutes.
O'Neal, that's a two-pointer. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
And then Wade slams it in.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
There's O'Neal with the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Garland. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
Fires from deep. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Garland against Allen. For the tie. It's hauled in by the Suns. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Pass to Plumlee. 44 seconds left in the third. Plumlee sets the pick for Allen. There's the triple. 5 to shoot. Drills the three-pointer. Allen's got 6 in the quarter.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Wade, a screen on Allen. There's Garland. He takes it in, and the layup is good.
Well, this is a combination of speed and quickness. Darius Garland knows how to drive the basketball.
Allen, that's good. Allen's got 12 points in the game.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Up top, Garland. Allen defending. Here's Jerome. Jacks up a three. Nailed from three-point land. 6 points for him.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Suns lead by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Donovan Mitchell is out there with the Coral. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And that one's good, Hunter.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
The 3 from KD. There's the triple from Durant.
Kevin Durant, the easy opportunity from 3. It's fluid and it's on point.
Allen, a screen on done. The drive by Mitchell. Phoenix grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Beal from long range. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens gives up major options at the offensive end.
And Allen slams it in.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Booker the pass to Richards. Kicks it out to Booker. Launches it. Devin Booker. Gotta watch that corner.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Durant dishes to Dunn. Over Hunter. Dunn misses. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Mobley kicks to Hunter. Mitchell outside. Mobley a screen on Beal. And Mitchell puts up a deep three. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And here's KD for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Oh, that's too easy for KD. You just can't let him get a look from the corner.
Mitchell against Dunn. Mitchell passes to Mobley. Hunter, no one around him. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Booker with no one around, and he can't answer back the three-pointer offline. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They trail by 7. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
KD against Mobley. Oh, Durant drives it home.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Allen a screen on Dunn. For 3, Mitchell. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shoots it up. They get it again. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Mobley with it. Well guarded by Dunn. Here's Okoro. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
There are guys who live for these moments. Donovan Mitchell in the house.
Back to Beal. Durant against Mobley. From outside the arc. Again, Durant missing.
Points are an absolute must here.
No time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And Phoenix making a change. Bulls checked in. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Hunter finds Mitchell. And Bulls sends it back. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his first foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
12 seconds left in the 4th. And an intentional foul right there.
Donovan Mitchell, his 3rd, 2nd team foul. At the line for the Suns.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Mobley wide open. No good with the triple. So the Suns win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for. Much appreciated, David. And that about wraps it up for Greg.